When you start a project, it is often good to establish a basic setup, usually in terms of the units you want to use. This project will be set to the metric system, so in 3ds Max Design, go to the Customize menu to adjust your units. Make sure both the system units and the display units are set to meters. In addition to the unit setup, you also want to create a folder on the root of your C drive named C3D_2_3ds_Max. All the files you downloaded for this tutorial should be extracted to that folder. This is a bit of a departure from other tutorials on this channel where the assets can be extracted to any folder of your choice. However, in this particular case, you need to know that Civil 3D relies on file references that are based on specific paths. If the files are elsewhere on the system, then you would need to reroute those references for the project to work properly. To prevent time loss, it is easier to ensure the asset files shown in these movies are all located in that one specific folder on the C drive. Next, you put your civil engineer's hat on and explore the area around the construction site. The client is the state of New York, and your task is to build a bridge across Lake Champlain near the town of Crown Point, New York. The idea for the new bridge is to make another crossing possible between the states of New York and Vermont. You'll explore the area in question using Google Earth. If you don't have Google Earth installed, you can download a free version at earth.google.com. There are two versions, a free version that you can download and install if you haven't done so already. There's also a Pro version, licensed at around $400 a year, which has additional features. Once you have installed Google Earth, go ahead and launch the application. When you start for the first time, your defaults might look different than what you see in this movie. In the Layers panel, make sure only the Borders and Labels option is checked. Next, you need to go to your area of interest. As mentioned before, the new bridge is to be constructed near the town of Crown Point, New York. So go ahead and type Crown Point, NY, and then click the search button. Once the target is found, Google Earth zooms in on it. You might want to zoom back using your mouse wheel to get a better view. To prevent the redundancy in the town name, remove the text from the search field and click the search button again. Explore the area of interest. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Pressing and dragging the mouse wheel gives you orbiting functionality. To ensure north is pointing up, press the N key. Ultimately, when you get to a point where you need to find GIS data, you need some further information than just a town name. Typically, you need the state name, which you have, but also the county name. Zoom back a bit. At some point, the county names are displayed in light green. In this case, the area that you need is within the Essex County. Note that information as you will need it shortly. You're almost ready to fetch GIS data that will help you build a 3D surface of the needed terrain in Civil 3D. Before you do that, you need to consider that you will also need a satellite or aerial image to eventually use as a texture in 3ds Max. 3ds Max and 3ds Max Design do not incorporate aerial imagery, so you need to manually create a terrain texture to drape over the 3D surface. Often, this is the kind of work a civil engineer would contract out to professional companies. However, the next movie shows you how you can create your own ground texture using Google Earth and other similar tools.